Hello there, lovely people of YouTube. It's the Russian Madman here, and the last one cut off pretty much when we just founded this new city. I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce the name of it, but yeah. And we were still stuck in a war with Korea. And now that we are 1 point away from a golden age, I'm just thinking that probably since we still have the boosts which are giving us 1 era score, probably building an armory would be good in case we still need era score. So that's what I'm thinking, but we'll see if we actually do it or not. I'm gonna check next turn how many turns there are left until the end of the era, and we're basically gonna base ourselves on that. Now this one can get volley, just in case. Yeah, Caguana were at war, so just in case some of their units come our way, then this crossbow is gonna have 55 strength to defend the city. The vampires, well, now that I'm thinking of it, actually, probably some other secret society would have been better for us than the vampires, because it's already too late into the game to rip the benefits from this one. And I totally forgot that we can also use our builders to speed up district production. So next era, I don't know if we can still get monumentality or not. But if we can, then maybe I will get it just for the builder movement and for purchasing builders for cheaper, because we have quite a nice gold income, and I would love to mostly builder produce the commercial hubs just to get the trade routes up online, and then maybe also the industrial zones and stuff, because the commercial hubs are going to fuel our economy for me to be able to buy more builders into the game, later into the game, to basically produce the other districts also through builders. And then probably the strategy would be to... Well, the military victory is still achievable, don't get me wrong, it's just not really probably the nicest one here. While we could win a science victory, if we get Geneva on our side, and we, for example, build the Kilwa, say, and also if we explore, because we literally have the whole world unexplored. We know where the Zulu capital is, and that's about it. And I don't remember if it's a small or a standard map. This is actually a possibility that we didn't even discover half of the world. Now, I'm not sure I want to make friends with Egypt, but can we make alliances yet? No, we can't. It's unlocked at civil service, right? So let's actually research civil service and decide whether or not we want an alliance with Egypt. Let's take Korea out of the game, and we'll see what we do next. I think actually their capital is probably one of the few cities that I'm gonna let live, because this campus, as shitty as it is, yeah, I mean, we can't take the capital down anyway, and it looks to be a relatively alright city with a harbor and everything. Plus has another copy of dyes and 2 copies of iron, so it's actually fairly decent, and we can settle maybe another city here with like a +4 harbor here, and then a +2 campus here or something. And then if we put an aqueduct here, then we can maybe put an industrial zone here somewhere and another one here. We'll see what we do. But yeah, it looks like a good plan to me. So maybe city here, 1, 2, 3 tiles away, that's a harbor. That's a campus. That's an aqueduct. Although, can we put the campus here and give it adjacency somehow? I suppose we can, but it would be harder. And I'm okay with this one only being a +2. And this would be an industrial zone, which should be +2, +3, +4. And this one would be 1, 2, a +3 basically. Which is probably the best we can get in this city. Well, we'll figure it out, but for the moment it looks relatively good. So let's actually start taking them down. We probably need bombards, because I'm sure their city is going to be walled up by the time we get to the capital. But yeah, that's not really likely to be researched fast, although... Yeah, we need to either chop out campuses through builders or do something about it. And also I really want to think of how I want to settle this area here. Because they are potentially two good cities here. So this Plains Hill wouldn't be a bad settle by any means. Only bad thing is that the aqueduct can only go here. But I mean bad thing. It's not a bad thing, it's just how it's gonna have to be. Alternatively, yeah, I mean raising this city wouldn't really be beneficial. Although we could probably have a better layout for it. We're gonna have to explore a little bit before we know. Four turns for Magnus to establish. You here. Well, he can actually start chopping the campus out, right? And then the farm triangle could go here. Yeah, that would be a nice farm triangle, maybe even like a square of farms. But first, that's what we need. And we need to also check for any deals that we can make. So she says she doesn't have ivory. 3 gold per turn. It's a little bit little, not gonna lie. And the Mapuche, do we have open borders? Okay, let's try to sell them ivory. 11 gold per turn. Okay, so we have a clear winner. Have a clear winner here. There you go. So it should bring us up to 100 gold. And I don't think realistically we need 20 horses. 6 gold, 1 turn deal, 1 time deal, no, it's not good enough. Okay, he might need horses. Nah, not good enough. How about Egypt? Yeah, okay, so she doesn't need horses. And there is no luxury we can sell. Diplo favor, I think we're also losing. Yeah, -3 per turn. Okay, so that should be it in terms of what we can do. It's a builder with 2 charges. I can start moving north, that's for sure. Okay, this swordman has a level. This one can move. Oh, he can't move. Okay, then he's gonna have to attack. Oh, this one. This one can get here. Let's try to move the units up. Okay, you go there. You go there. You move and shoot. What promotion can he get? Okay, when fending against city attacks, this can be useful later on. You can shoot. The siege tower can move closer. You can attack. Okay, this city should be done next turn. Oh, and there's a reef there. Yeah, okay, so I think we're chopping the city down to get a potential +3 campus here with a harbor and a campus here and maybe a city settled here. Although this city can be settled even without taking this one down. Yeah. Okay, so this would be my thinking here. Because this would be a +3 campus that we can chop out literally just through builder charges. So we'll explore a little bit more, but that's how I want to place it. Oh, and there's fish there. Okay, beautiful. So it's going to be a +4 harbor. This city, on the other hand, then it cannot really be settled. I'm gonna have to move it. Okay, so I think rather than putting 2 cities down here, probably be beneficial to put down just 1, but which would be actually amazing. So I'm thinking here, maybe. With an aqueduct in this direction, or maybe in this direction. Because there's a couple wheat tiles. Or maybe... How do I get this city to have a +3 campus? That's the question. It's only like a spot right here that can be bettered to be a +3. Yeah, it's quite tricky. Because that's just one mountain, so it would need to have 4 districts around it to justify. And we can't really do that. Same here. Okay, I'm gonna think about it later. For sure, this city's a thing. And then we're gonna leave this one. And do we though? I think I'm gonna need to explore a little bit more before I make this decision. You stay there. You move. And you move as well. Okay, this guy. How many charges? 4 charges. Let's harvest the marsh and start chopping out the land. And then with another builder, we're going to be chopping out districts. Nice. Okay, not a problem there. Okay, there was a flood there. I totally missed how many turns we have until the end of the year. Well, we lost a copy of cotton as well. Let's go for castles, just to have the opportunity to have coursers. Let's use this one to explore. Because I don't think we need them. Let's first attack with all the crossbows and then we see what we do. Okay, so we are going to be in a golden age. How do we keep this city? Because I can only get 1 +3 campus on the back of that. What is this one? I suppose I can get a better layout for this city. If I place it like... Well, I mean... I don't know, it has many districts. This industrial zone is plus how much? +2, +3. This holy site is +0. Maybe putting like a district here would be a solution. Just feel like the city can be better planned, basically. I don't know. I'm tempted to keep it though, because I raised so many of them. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm sure we can make it work somehow over time. Just want to look at the empire mode, see the adjacencies here. Okay, yeah, so the industrial zone is a +3. Campus is +0 though. Yeah. This guy can heal. This guy can move and get a level. I'm gonna promote him with commando, just for him to be able to scout a little bit in the direction of where Korea's other cities are. And he's gonna just heal. Oh wait, these quadriremes, yeah, I think they have 1 tile range, so it's gonna be fine. And these horsemen are going towards the barb camp, which is to the south of that city that's building the pyramids. Okay, here we finally have a harbor. So buying a lighthouse would be nice sometime later. For now, though, what we could do with buying these 2 tiles and just start working them purely for the science output. Because anyway, this city is useless in terms of production. Like, it's never going to be productive, no matter what we do. Until I can buy a shipyard in it, that is. So actually, let's hard build the granary in here. Everything else is going to be bought through gold. Okay, how do we move the units now? Yeah, he can heal. Hannibal Barca. Who does he give the benefits to? Classical and medieval. Okay, so we still need him. Because we're not... Okay, let's actually start researching gunpowder. Because we can build an armory relatively fast in the capital. Can we buy it though? 780, now that's a little bit steep. Okay, we'll finish the library, then we'll start producing an armory, and then we'll switch off once it's boosted. From, yeah, the tech that gives us musketmen, I mean. Vampires can come down to the battlefield. You can chop yourself out a monument. And you can start chopping on the bananas tile. You need to complete a farm triangle. Okay, this is online. Let's chop out the stone tile and start chopping for the campus. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. This city. Granary or watermill? Granary or watermill? Probably granary first. Okay, someone got attacked. Oh, okay, that's the barb that actually came from the encampment. Done. Step on the stone. Harvest the woods. Beautiful, so the aqueduct is complete. Now we can start working on... Well, the industrial zone would be actually sweet. How many districts does the city have? 1, 2... Okay, so let's start working on the industrial zone before anything else. Although the commercial hub would be nice. And this guy has 3 charges. So let's plop the industrial zone down. And we'll see what we do next. Jebel Barkal, 2 turns before Magnus is established, so let's divert for ancient walls. This is gonna be a farm triangle, isn't it? Just to remind myself not to put a dam over these tiles. Though these are 2 separate rivers. This is the Papaloapan River. And this is the Ayozak River, or Azoyak, or whatever it is. Okay, so we need a dam over this river too. Because these are different. This one begins all the way there, it seems. No. Okay, then where? Oh yeah, okay. So this one actually starts there. And this one starts there, okay. Fair enough. So we need a dam over this river, yeah. Well, no farm triangle then, I guess. I guess we need a dam here then. How do we... Yeah, we'll plant the farm triangle down south. That's not an issue. That's gonna be okay. Okay, so then I'm probably looking at this. So this is a dam. This is an aqueduct. This is a commercial hub. And this is an industrial zone. Because this is in reach of the capital. So we can over time grow another city. And when we're going to be in the finishing stages of the game, we're going to plop Magnus on vertical integration into the capital. And then all of the industrial zones from these cities are going to be basically hitting the capital with their production. That's the thinking. So, in this case, he can go and harvest the maize and start chopping out the industrial zone. Producing, I mean. Okay, now that this city's done, we can move all the other units. Okay, so all of these guys are in position. This one can heal. This one can move. This one can heal. I totally forgot to move this horseman, didn't I? Oh, hopefully this doesn't give the barbarians a chance, but we're gonna see. Okay, you were meant to chop out the food and then chop out the jungle. And then put one charge into a district, potentially. And we need more settlers. Okay, there's civil service. Yeah, the AI should really be patched. We should by no means have it this easy taking cities. Okay, there's a Huacha. This might be a problem. But then it looks like they're down to 2 cities. That's a beautiful farm triangle. Keep the city because it's relatively good. So it already has an aqueduct, and since this industrial zone is already put there, then we can put one here, which is gonna be +3 as well. which is more than good enough. Alternatively, we can plug in right here next to the horses. This one is going to be a +4. So yeah. We'll see what we do about the Huacha here. For sure we can chop out Ancient Walls here in order to be actually able next turn to, or in 2 turns, to fire at the Huacha. And we can start researching... Yeah, we can stop off for Naval Tradition for the Envoy. And we're gonna try to, I guess, invest 1 Envoy into Taruga for the extra little bit of science. When is Magnesh getting established there? Okay, next turn we're gonna start chopping out the Jebel Barkal. You chop the jungle out. There's the settler next turn, beautiful. And then this guy can harvest stone and start inputting his production into a campus. This guy can stay there. Okay, we actually have some faith stored in, so hopefully with the Jebel Barkal's completion, which is going to benefit actually quite a lot of cities. 1, 2, 3, 4 at least. 5 if we found one here, which we are going to do. So we should be able to gather up quite a lot of faith for monumentality from it. Okay, city-state has been defeated. Pyramids were completed. And it looks like my swordman was killed by a Huacha. Which one? Yeah, probably the one to the north of the city. Okay, I don't care about the vote, I want to see which units were destroyed. Well, that was a dumb move from them, because now the Huacha is going to be easily taken over by my crossbows. So it doesn't matter. We're going to go for scientific city-states. Or which ones, actually? Nah, scientific is a reach, right? So, yeah. So we're gonna go for commercial. Trade, I mean. And we're gonna go for, I don't care which religion, Islam, let's say. Okay, 9 turns until the end of the era. Scientific city-states and everything else is more than good enough, so we should figure out a way to kill off the Huacha, which isn't actually suicidal. You go chop. Okay, it's gonna be down to the crossbows and how we position them. So this one has 3 movement. These guys can go around. These guys need to be positioned somehow in order to attack. We can get 3 of them in there. So we're gonna get this guy to move down. How do I do this? Okay, this works. This works. And then this works. And this guy can get his level and chill. He can actually move up to here and get commando. Perfect. Okay, so we only lost 1 swordman, which is acceptable. It's dreadful, but what can you do? Okay, this guy's healed so he can move. And now this builder still has 3 charges, so we might as well input them into the industrial zone, which is otherwise going to take forever. Oh, we might as well chop the jungle, actually. Okay, I think we have enough to buy the armory next turn. Okay, in 2 turns. Well, that might not be the best investment. Oh, and we still didn't plop down the industrial zone. Because I think I wanted to harvest something here, right? Well, it doesn't really matter. I don't think you can harvest... what you call them? Volcanic soil, can you? Intelligence Agency, Foreign Ministry, Grandmaster's Chapel. Well, if we can get the Jebel Barkal, the Grandmaster's Chapel would be nice. Foreign Ministry though? Yeah, Levit City. I'd get my spy up, to be fair. Okay, so Magnus is established. And we have a couple builders in position. So let's switch back to the Wonder. Let's chop. 17 turns. 9 turns. So we should be fairly comfortable in getting it. Okay, the barbs are definitely coming here. So we need to research the courser, the castle stack. And do we need a Petra here? Not really. It would only benefit like 3 tiles, well actually 2. So let's switch to something useful. Yeah, the granary definitely would be. Okay, you still have 1 charge. There's the settler. We want to settle 2 cities, right? 1 there and 1 there. So the one which is going to be finished here can go south, and this one is going to go north. Do I want to accompany it by a unit? That's the question. Well, we can buy an Eagle Warrior and modernize it to a Swordman next turn. Or in 2 turns. Because it's cheap and it's still better than sending it unescorted. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. And you start inputting your production into a campus. Okay, I really can't wait for Monumentality, because it's going to be hugely helpful. And now we can research guilds. And then, what do we need? Well, diplomatic service would be cool for the building in the Diplo Quarter. We actually still need a Diplo Quarter. I forgot so many things here in this game. How much is a builder for money? 405. 6-turn settler in the capital. Armory in 5, industrial zone in 7. Let's put the industrial zone down. But we're not going to be building districts in the capital until the Monumentality Golden Age, when we can use the faith to just buy hordes of builders. Instead, we're probably going to go for a settler here. In this city, though, probably the builder is the only thing that would make it work somehow. Yeah. Yeah, because everything else is taking ages. So we're gonna go for the builder here. Same here, really needs a builder. Ancient walls, doesn't really matter. Temple, yeah, would be cool. I don't think we need walls, so we're gonna go for a builder instead. We're gonna hold on to the envoy for now. This could go for Mexico, but I want to wait until I'm at least in position to actually do something with that envoy rather than just having 1 envoy more in a city-state. Oh yeah, the emergency just ended, right? Which gave us a ton of Diplo favor, so let's just resell it straight away to the highest bidder. Okay, how much are you giving for 10 Diplo favor? 6 gold per turn, that's a very nice deal. I might as well declare friends with Egypt and go for an alliance. Probably tech is what I need most, so let's do research. She'll pay us. That boosted the civic as well. And let's sell her all the Diplo favor that we have. So we're gonna input 200 in. Okay, she doesn't have enough money to pay for it all. So we're gonna take all her money, marble, but we're only gonna sell her the amount she's able to pay for. Okay, so that should be around 75 Diplo favor for 22 gold per turn, 370 gold and 1 marble. Nice. And we're gonna sell the rest to the Mapuche in the hopes that they can pay for it. Doesn't matter how much, because if the Zulu hate me that much, I'm not willing to sell anything to them. Nice, 34 gold per turn. So we're ready for the Money Mentality Golden Age. Because we have a lot of gold and we have a lot of faith per turn potentially if we finish this wonder. Okay, let's chop here. There's the granary done. Let's go for the... It's actually... No, we don't want to buy the watermill, we want to buy an armory, right? 780, so we're gonna buy an armory next turn. Let's move this guy there, this guy there, and this guy can put a plantation down. You can go chop there, and you can go east. Okay, the horsemen are in position, and hopefully the city-state is gonna deal with the barb camp. But we can't really risk having the city-state dealing with the barb camp being our only hope. This guy can keep building the campus. And this city... I mean, let's go for the watermill, why not? It's rather efficient investment after all. And there is our eagle escorted settler. Probably founding it right here would be the best. I really don't see a reason why I wouldn't. Alternatively, on the cocoa isn't a bad spot either. Okay, let's see what we do with the rush. Okay, so this is gonna be tricky. This is gonna be extremely tricky here. Yeah. We can potentially still do it, it's just gonna take a lot of time. So we can be having 2 crossbow or 2 swordmen in position and a ranged unit, right? This city's rebelling in how many turns? Falling by 3.8, so we can actually send Victor over. And that should settle it. Yeah, nice. Okay, so what do we do here now? How do we... Probably we just need to put crossbows in position and go from there. Wait, Hannibal Barca absolutely needs to be there with the other swordmen. And this guy can chop out walls case they decide to fire at us from the city, so that we can attack any unit that steps onto here, here, or here. Because that's going to be super useful. Now this city can work on its granary. The vampires probably can be useful, but I want to put the crossbows in position before anybody else. And I'm okay with losing units here, because I plan on transitioning to a science game after that, because we have so many cities, and we have more settlers coming, so it should be relatively easy to win. Yeah, you're my ally now, so guess you're gonna have to deal with my shit. No peace for you. Okay, so she has great admirals, but she doesn't get any units to defend herself, which is funny. Okay, we're a little bit too much into a golden age now, but I don't really think it matters. 3 turns for the Jebel Barkal. Okay, there's a chop, and then we're gonna invest his last charge into the industrial zone. Okay, let's see how we want to do it. Okay, this is actually a loss. So probably retreating Hannibal Barca. Where's Hannibal Barca? Okay, there's Hannibal Barca, so let's step him on the same tile as this swordman. Do this. Do this. Do this. Fire at the city. Fire at the city some more. And now attack the city. And next turn, if the swordman is hurt, we give it a level. And we should have someone else in position as well. Oh, there's the boat. Okay, so let's position the vampire here. A crossbow here, and this should be fine. Then the builder can go and get us a source of niter. And this guy can keep going around. What does he do? Gives +2 loyalty. What does the other guy do? 1 promotion, 25 combat experience. Well, I want to potentially have a double shot crossbow. Yeah, we'll see later. Okay, Sparta has finished the settler which we're planning to send down south. And now this settler can move up. Put a campus here, then we would need a district here for it to work. Which could be an aqueduct. And then this can be a commercial hub. We'll see how we do it. So do I want to put the city next to a volcano, or do I want to put it on the cocoa? And can aqueducts actually go to volcanoes? That's the question. Because I'm not sure they can. Oh, there's a +3 holy site spot there eventually. Okay, so I see no reason not to put a holy site there. But for now the city just needs builders. That's what it needs. We can plop down some districts though. Okay, we'll see what we do for now. I want a builder here. And this city needs to start working on its district, so again, let's buy a builder here. Settler cost how much? Yeah, it's a little bit steep. So let's buy a builder instead. Then we can chop this out, start working on the campus and plop down some districts. So it's gonna grow next turn. So let's actually put down the commercial hub. And next turn we chop the jungle and put down the campus. There's another campus. Now we need one more builder here. So let's buy the builder and start working on a monument or granary. And then we can take down the pins for the campus and the holy site. Because that's the districts we're going to put out first. Then we can put an aqueduct to this tile and an industrial zone on this tile. Because that's also going to be within 6 tiles of the capital. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it's not going to be. Yeah, I messed it up a little. Oh, it doesn't really matter actually. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You stay there. You go... Well, I don't know. Probably I found it here just because it's more defendable. It's actually protected by the river at least, and the Zulu are getting unhappy with me. So I'd rather not risk it. And this guy can explore a little actually. Because we really need to. Okay, so how do we want to do this? This city needs to be planned out a little. Probably campus here. Then an industrial zone here. And a commercial hub here. Or maybe an aqueduct here. And then for the commercial hub and adjacency, we're gonna wait. We're gonna see what we do with it actually. Doesn't really need to be a good commercial hub in every city. So we're gonna go for the cocoa and then we're gonna chop out the aqueduct. But for now we're gonna work on a monument. Yeah, I should have really gone for the old god obelisks because the vampires aren't gonna help me in anything. I'm praying that this swordman doesn't die, because if she buys a Huacha, he's dead. And she didn't move the ship, which is interesting. Okay, there's coursers. So if we need to, we can modernize the horsemen later. This builder can go and chop the jungle before we place the campus down. This guy can go... Yeah, sure, let's improve this resource, why not? Because plantations are giving us a culture boost. Okay, now let's see what we do here. So this is a very costly attack. Hannibal Barca can move. This guy can move. Okay, we can actually get some use out of this crossbow. Okay, so now our units are actually in position. And this city can start building. Let's think about it a little bit. This industrial zone is nice. This campus has 0 adjacency, however. A harbor here would be nice. So it would be a +3. Would give the city some housing potential as well. Not that it really needs to, but I mean it can have farm triangles here all the way. So yeah, this is definitely an industrial zone. So with that in mind, let's start with the harbor for trade route potential. Okay, so now we have gunpowder boosted, so I'd like to get my hands on muskets. Pillage for faith. We don't really need faith, so I'd rather fortify this guy. And this one can chop for the watermill. Oh, and these guys are about to finish the Jebel Barkal as well. So let's do this first.
At the southwest corner.
Nice. So now we're about to actually have some real faith generation, which is cool. Which is really, really cool. And we can have 2 mines here. Okay, so you go build a mine. And you go build a mine. How many charges? 2 charges. So he can build those 2 mines. And this guy can start inputting his production into the industrial zone. Our trader is gonna go to... I need to scout the Egyptian land, really. Can actually send this guy scouting. Just on auto explore. This one can chop out the wheat first, and then start chopping towards the holy site. So this trade route, now we actually really need a road from this city to the capital as well. And this guy, 1 charge, he can put his 1 charge in the industrial zone. Or maybe chop the jungle for the commercial hub to be placed on, which would probably be more efficient. Now Magnus needs to go to a chop heavy place. It's probably Athens is the best, because in Athens we can chop a lot. Alternatively, Sparta, because it could be developed really damn fast. Probably Sparta is better, because Athens on its own is already not that bad. I mean, it has an armory, has a encampment, which increases its production. I mean, Sparta does too. Let's send him first to Sparta and then to Athens. Nice. So I think I'm gonna end it here. We're about to take down Korea's second to last city. Then it's only gonna be down to their capital. We're probably gonna plant 1, 2, 3, 4 more cities of our own. And then with 20 or so cities that we're gonna have, we're gonna be investing heavily in builder charges in order to be finishing districts. And hopefully we're gonna be able to fly into space really quickly after that. So I think our Aztec strategy has come to fruition. Thinking back to it now though, probably I should have gone for the for one of the other secret societies, because the vampires weren't really hugely helpful. So see you in the next one.